So, what's with the gloomy look? Left someone dear behind?
Yeah. You could say that.
Been there. So, Nord Sunday, you better buckle up. We've got some nasty weather coming in.
I heard. Sadly, caring about storms is a luxury people in my line of work are rarely afforded.
Oh, and what kind of work is that?
Special Agent, Violent Crimes. Central Bureau.
Well, shit.
You there. This is a restricted crime scene.
At ease, Constable. Special Agent Anglin here.
Oh, my apologies, Agent. I was expecting someone... older.
I'll take that as a compliment. Now, brief me, please.
Certainly, ma'am. The victim is Carl Oscarson, age 33, stabbed to death by an unknown assailant. He worked here as a carpenter and was found early this morning by a coworker who's sitting over there by the window.
Got it.
Sorry about the state of the crime scene. We're not used to this sort of thing.
Evidently. This entire room should have been evacuated. Staying clear of the body would have decreased the risk of contaminating evidence.
Yeah, maybe we should have established a wider perimeter.
Yes, I would highly advise that for next time.
Got it. I'll strive to do better in the future.
Good to hear. Now, give me a second while I examine the body.
Sure, I'll be here. So, is this where you use your X-ray vision?
My what?
Come on, you have to be aware of the rumors. How agents like you are supposed to be equipped with some kind of advanced cybernetics.
I'd love to talk about that, but I'd be breaking the rules. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, we've got multiple knife-sized stab wounds to the chest. I don't see a murder weapon, so I take it none was found at the scene?
That's right. All knives and sharp tools in the building have been accounted for, too.
It looks like the victim was attacked directly from the front. I don't see any major defense wounds, so this was either a surprise attack, or the victim knew the perpetrator. What about any potential suspects, Constable? Did Carl have enemies?
None as far as we know. He seemed to be well liked among the guys here, but the man who found him might know more.
There was a photo in his chest pocket. Constable,
Yes, Agent.
I see no reason to inquire further about that. I already asked him about that. Okay, that's all I need for now.
Very well, Agent.
Constable,
Yes, Agent.
Okay, that's all I need for now.
Very well, Agent.
Looks pre-collapse, basically a glorified corner lamp. There's a coin slot on the side with a coin stuck in it. I can probably pull it out using some extra strength. Looks pre-collapse, basically a glorified corner lamp. There's a coin slot on the side with a... Got the coin. It's an old pre-collapse coin. No one would accept it as payment today. It's an old pre-collapse... It's an old... I'll hold on to it for now. It's a bloody photograph of Carl and a young woman, taken fairly recently by the look of it. He's holding hands with the woman, but I can't discern her face. Too much damage to the photo. She's wearing a brass necklace. Could be relevant. My picture of Alex. I miss him. The reason I'm here. I need to gather as much evidence as possible and try to get some kind of lead on the killer. Carl Oscarson, murdered at age 33. He had a job as a carpenter in the Nordson workshop hall. My service pistol. It fires conventional projectiles using magnetic propulsion. It's loaded with 600 rounds of compressed alloy ammunition. The battery is the limiting factor, lasting for about 80 shots in quick succession. A row of personal lockers for the workers here. Not sure which one belongs to Carl. Maybe someone knows which locker belongs to Carl. Constable.
Yes, Agent.
Hey, do you know which one of these lockers belongs to the victim?
I don't know. Try asking that guy over there.
Okay, that's all I need for now.
Very well, Agent.
I hate to start things off like this, but your hands are bloody and a man is lying dead over there. You understand how it looks, right?
Wait, what? Yes, it's his blood, but I just got some of it on me when I turned him over.
Okay, so why were you even touching the body? You should have notified the police immediately.
I just didn't realize he was dead at first. I thought he just hurt himself or something.
Okay. Let's move on to some other questions.
Fine, I have nothing to hide.
Why don't you tell me about what happened this morning?
Okay. I get up early from my morning smoke. I keep my smokes in my locker, so I came in here. I saw Carl lying in the corner. It was still kind of dark, so I thought he'd fallen and hurt himself. I ran over to him. That's when I noticed the blood, and I guess I was kind of in shock, so I tried to stop the bleeding, but then I felt how cold he was. I yelled for help. The guys came running, and then Josef, our foreman, sent someone to go get the police.
Okay. When was the last time you saw Carl alive?
Late last night, around midnight. He stayed up with us playing cards, which is unusual.
Unusual? How so?
Well, it was rare for Carl to stick around in the evenings. He usually went out by himself.
Oh. Do you know where he used to go?
No idea. He didn't talk much about that. Maybe he went to the canteen to meet some friends. Anyway, Carl seemed a bit anxious last night. He seemed distracted.
Got it. Thanks for the info. Hey, do you know which one of these lockers belongs to Carl?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Hey, do you know which one of these lockers belongs to Carl?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Can you tell me a little bit about Carl?
Sure. I've known him since I started working here 4 years ago. We instantly hit it off. He had a great sense of humor. He used to be so cheerful, you know? Always kidding around, always with a smile on his face. But then about a year ago, something happened. He became absent-minded and humorless. I know people can change, but this came seemingly from nowhere.
Huh. What do you think caused this shift?
No idea. Whatever it was, he wouldn't confide in me about it.
Hey,
No, I don't know.
Really? You sure about that?
Oh, fine. It's the second one from the left.
Good. I'll check it out. Is there an extra key for it somewhere?
I don't think so. As far as I know, Carl had the only one.
That's enough questions for now.
Okay.
A row of personal lockers for the workers here. The second one from the left belongs to Carl. Locked. Doesn't look incredibly strong, though. I might be able to get it open with enough force.
Geez, try not to wreck the place.
No reason for alarm. I just needed to get this locker open. Post-mortem, huh? That would suggest that he likely only touched the body after death. Have a look at this picture. Do you know who the woman is?
Yeah, that's just some old girlfriend of Carl's from ages ago.
Is that so? It doesn't look that old. At least Carl looks about the same.
Guess the guy aged well. Any other questions?
I don't want to share that with him. No, that's private. A pair of large boots with dirt under them. There was a piece of paper in one of the inner pockets. I already searched that. The note looks like it was written by a woman. It reads, "Hi, doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses." Do you know who wrote this note to Carl?
Afraid not. I don't recognize the handwriting.
Are you sure about this woman?
Yes, I told you. Old girlfriend from before.
Look, I got this job because I have great instincts, and I know that you were lying to me. Maybe you're doing it for a good reason, or to protect someone. But all I want is to catch Carl's murderer. If you had nothing to do with what happened, you need to come clean now, for both of your sakes.
I'm sorry. I gave him a promise. The lady in the photo, Carl is still seeing her. Well, was, I suppose.
Why wouldn't you tell me that from the beginning?
It was a secret. Carl said they would both get in trouble if anybody knew.
Why would they get into trouble? An affair?
I didn't ask, but yeah, it could be.
All right. Tell me everything you know about this woman.
Carl said she lived somewhere north of town, but that's all I know.
Okay, I believe you. I could go and follow up on the Saffron lead now, but I should check out the dormitory first. Do you know who wrote this note to...
Afraid not. I don't recognize...
I already showed that to him. Constable,
Yes, Agent.
do you know anything about a woman who was seeing Carl?
I'm afraid not. I didn't know Carl myself.
Do you know anything about saffron plants?
I know we grow them here in Nordsund, but I'm not sure exactly where. We have vegetables all over.
I found this in Carl's coat. What do you make of it?
I'm not sure. But it's a bit strange that the person who wrote this couldn't just tell him face to face.
Maybe they didn't want to risk being seen together, or the note's author needed to leave in a hurry.
Yeah, could be.
I found this in Carl's...
Not sure.
Maybe they...
Yeah, could be.
I don't want to share... Do you know who the woman in this photo...
Too hard to tell. Sorry.
No, that... Okay, that's all I need for now.
Very well, Agent.
A few more questions, if I may. Do you know anything about saffron plants?
Nope. I know we grow them in Nordsund.
That's enough questions for now.
Okay.
I don't think extra strength helps there. Hey, I'm gonna go check out the dorm. Where's Carl's bed?
Turn left and then go straight. I left the light on so it'd be easy for you to find.
Gotcha. Be right back. Dirty laundry. Smells like machine oil. I've looked there already. Both beds look recently used. Both beds look... The panel is screwed on tight. I'll need some way of getting it loose. Pens and paper. Nothing out of the ordinary. I already searched. Clean clothes and sheets. Nothing interesting. Sure, I could try to use brute force, but I'd risk damaging what's inside. I think I have what I need to open the vent. I think I have what I need to open the vent. Carl Oscarson, murdered at age 33. He had a job as a carpenter in the Nordson workshop hall. I wonder who this woman is and what her connection is to the murders. There was a small key hidden inside the duct. I think I'm almost done here. I should just talk to the constable before I go. A small, unique-looking key. Hey, I think I'm done here.
Oh, okay. Mind sharing your findings?
It seems like the murder could be tied to a secret relationship Carl had with a woman. But I'm leaving all options open.
Sounds reasonable. Do you have a lead to follow up on?
Yes, I have reason to believe that Carl recently passed through an area with saffron plants somewhere in Nordsund. Maybe I can correlate that with Carl's movements to the north of town when seeing that woman.
Good. Meanwhile, we'll transport the body to the morgue and have an autopsy performed as soon as possible. Do you want us to keep the area sealed off?
No need. I'm done here and won't come back. You can let the men get back to work.
Very well. I'll let them know.
By the way, how do I get to the police station from here?
Just head straight east outside. You'll see it.
Got it. See you later. Constable.
Yes, Agent.
Any idea of what this key could open?
Nope, but it looks small. Some kind of drawer? Maybe a filing cabinet or something?
I don't want to share that with him. Okay, that's all I need for now.
Very well, Agent.
A few more questions, if I may? That's enough questions.
Okay.
A few more questions. Any idea of what this key opens?
Nope, haven't seen a key like that before.
That's enough questions for now.
Okay.
Hey, what's happening here?
Bit of an electrical problem with some fallen power lines. It's being taken care of, but it'll be a while.
So I can't enter the museum?
Well, you can, but only if electrocution is something you enjoy during working hours.
What caused it? Did someone mess up, or...?
Oh, we've had a windy week. An old tree fell down and ripped down a major power line. It's in a tricky spot, and due to how the grid is built up, I can't cut the power safely without affecting...
Sounds like a flawed design. Is that typical for electrical grids these days?
Not really. This power grid is quite old, constructed shortly after the collapse. They couldn't just clone existing power systems at the time, since those were reliant on service robots with... So yeah, now I'm paying the price. The whole thing is riddled with hacks and workarounds.
I see. I don't envy such a hazardous work environment. How long will it take you?
Hard to say, but it should be done by tomorrow morning.
All right, thanks. Nah, I'll leave her to her job for now. I don't need to show her that. I don't need to show her. I don't need to know her opinion on. Hello, Deputy. What are you guarding?
The residence of the first murder victim. The commissary told me to direct you to his office before going upstairs.
I see. I'll go find him and come back later then.
Sounds good, Agent.
A small, unique-looking key. I don't want to share... I don't want to share... All right, so this is the town square. That building with the emblem must be the police station. Nice and shiny. I can even see my reflection in it. Robot? Drilling machine? Space rocket? I have no idea, honestly. Robot? Looks like it's filled with different kinds of spare parts. Various handbooks for the typical day-to-day stuff. Looks like an old filing cabinet. Not sure what it's used for.
Weekend's coming up. Great, huh?
Looks like you've got a head start.
All shoes repaired, all coats patched up. That's when you call it a day. Finish your work fast and you get the best food rations. Oldest trick in the book.
I get it. Well, enjoy your time off. I don't think he'd be interested. I don't think he'd be I don't need to show.
Gotta rest my mind, stranger. A long weekend shift.
No problem. Enjoy the rest of... I don't think he'd be... A neat stack of plates. Matching cutlery is no word. A few identical coffee cups. They don't look quite as clean. 3 plastic trays. Good number. I think they deliver groceries through there. I think they... Looks a bit overgrown. Could use some trimming. Looks a bit overgrown. Great view from up here. Old Norse runes. A local custom, perhaps? Haven't seen... Looks still and serene. Looks a bit overgrown. Could use some trim. Hey, I'm Vera Englund, Special Agent.
Oh, I heard about you. I'm Rolf,
A plant master? What's that?
a foreman of sorts. I oversee a team of gardeners who tend to...
Got it. I have a few questions.
Sure.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
Not really. But like many other people, we had some contact in our work.
Okay. What was your impression?
Nice guy. Too nice. I'd even go so far as to call him gullible.
That's so. You think he trusted the...
I'm just thinking out loud here. But yeah, it wouldn't be a shocker.
I'm trying to find a woman that Carl Oscarson was involved with.
No, I don't stay updated on gossip like that.
What do you know about the murder of Carl?
Almost nothing. I just heard half an hour.
Do you happen to know where saffron is grown in Nordsund?
Perhaps, perhaps. What would this gentleman have?
This behavior suggests that you are a
Reading you loud and clear, off.
It's agent, or special agent, not officer. That's a police role.
Whatever you say. Now, two places come to mind. The greenhouses to the south, and a few crops near...
Mimir Road. Where's that?
north of the town square. Look for two large farming robots.
All right, got it. What do you make of this?
Not sure, but about the first day I came to Nordsund, I think the police...
Ah, might be worth a follow-up. Any idea of what this...
Not a clue.
Do you know who these...
Damn, that's bloody. Looks like...
Not while we're talking. I don't need to use any force with him. Okay, that's all I need.
Alrighty, see you around.
I'm surprised the Bureau got their thumb out of their ass. It's not like they could find Nordson on a map.
I, for one, am grateful for their help. From what I hear, the person they sent is young.
Optimistic as always, eh, Kurt? I guess we'll see. Ah, Agent Anglin. We've been expecting you.
Councilwoman, I was told you'd be my bureau contact.
That's correct. I'm Stina Ruth. And this here's Kurt Anderson, police commissary.
Welcome, Agent. Enjoy your trip.
It was a bit bumpy, and way longer than I expected.
Yeah, that train has seen better days. You'll find your luggage in your quarters, just through the door.
Thanks. I'll check it out later.
So, you were probably confused as hell when we sent—
Kind of. I thought I was supposed to investigate a murder.
You were. But unfortunately, a second killing required your... I assume there is some bureau procedures before I brief Agent England about the...
Yes. Why don't you head to your office, and I'll send this youngling on her—
Very well. It was a pleasure to meet you, Agent.
Likewise. I'm a bit confused here. Who do I report to?
Only to me, as overseer of this district. The local police are at your disposal, since they're legally required to aid you in the investigation.
Got it. How would you like me to share my
Face-to-face, in the evenings. The balcony inside the local canteen is a good place to meet.
Okay. I think I have what I need then. I'll go talk to the commissary.
Good. We'll catch up later. Oh, but I have to ask. Tell me, how was it for you?
What do you mean?
Come on, you know what I'm talking about. We both done—
Oh, you mean the augmentation. The nanofluid injection.
Sticking to the boring scientific terms, are we? Back in my time, we used to just call it, come on, let this old lady live a little. Tell me, how was your first kiss?
A sense of enlightenment.
I remember that moment like it was yesterday. When I wouldn't— No side effects, I hope? We wouldn't want you to get compromised in dangerous situations.
Not yet, but I know what to look out for. Mild hallucinations, nightmares, burning sensations in the limbs, the occasional migraine. Things like that.
Yeah, that covers the usual suspects. All right, I think you're good to go then. We shouldn't keep the commissary waiting.
It's a map of Nordsund. Looks like the center of the disk is hollow. Curious. It's a map of... I don't think extra strength helps there. A small, unique-looking... That combination makes no sense. That action doesn't seem... I don't think anything... It's a map of Nordsund. Looks like the center of the disc. Damn good coffee. A thermos, presumably filled with coffee. Nah, I have work to do. Low maintenance. My kind of plant.
All right, Agent. Would you like me to brief you about the first murder?
Yes, please.
Maya Strand, 41 years old, the caretaker of the Nordsund Museum. She was found by the janitor on the floor near the... Just like Carl, she was stabbed. No witnesses, no evidence. Killer, no signs of a forced entry. So either the entrance was open, or she...
What about her residence? Anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing, as far as we could tell. But we left the place as we found it, if you want to have a look. She lived upstairs.
Noted. The crime scene is no longer intact, though, correct?
Afraid so. The museum is important to Nordsund, so we had the place cleaned out.
Exactly what kind of power does Town Hall have over the North?
Well, there's the elected mayor, Marianne Holst, and the town council. Technically, they can't interfere with our work, but they do allocate resources to the police department. So I try to...
So they can't fire you if they disagree with your methods?
No, I'm independently elected. But they certainly have ways of making my life a living hell.
Got it. Thanks for the info. One more thing. I'd like to see Maya's body, if that's possible.
Of course. We brought it out of the freezer this morning. You'll find it in the Dr. Pearson, our physician.
Good. I'll head there when we're done. What do you know about the murder in the locker room over...
Not much. As you know, the murder happened shortly before you arrived, so I'm leaving them.
That's all I needed.
Very well.
I had a few questions,
By all means.
What do you know about...
Not much.
I don't think that's right. Could you refresh my memory about the first...
Maya Strand, 41 years old, the caretaker of the Nordsund Museum. She was found by the just like Carl, she was stabbed. No witnesses, no signs of a forced entry. So either the entrance was open, or she let him...
What about her residence? Anything out of...
Nothing, as far as...
Noted.
Afraid so.
Did you know Carl Oscar?
I wouldn't say so. He and my son were playmates as children, but they grew apart in their teens.
I'm looking for a young woman connected to the second victim.
All right. What do you know about...
All I have is a picture of her that I found on Carl, but it's damaged and her...
Tricky. If you had any kind of personal information, like an address, you could look her up in our records.
Noted. I'll get back to you about this if I... Can you tell me a little bit about your...
Me? Oh, I've been doing this job for 15 years now. I took over when the previous I'm married with 3 children. Anita, my youngest, is off studying science in the city now. We're counting the days to Christmas.
What's your opinion on Stina Root?
I respect her. She's a competent politician. She gets things done. Sure, she has a temper, and she's not the most tactful. When I'm right, she has my back. And when I'm wrong, well, she won't let me revel in my sweet ignorance.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not at all. Museums aren't my cup of tea.
Any idea of what this opens?
Nope,
What do you make of this?
not sure. But if you need to know when somebody came to town, I'd suggest looking in the citizens' records behind me.
Right. I might do that if I could figure out who wrote this note. Do you know who the woman in this...
No idea, sorry.
No, that's... Not while we're talking. That's all I needed.
Very well.
Looks like a logbook. Maybe Anderson records his... Looks like a log... Just lots of case files. That action doesn't seem productive. A collection of what seems to be both fiction and books on law and social sciences. I don't see how... The drawer is labeled Address Records. These should come in handy. I'll be able to match a name to an address, or vice versa. Let's have a look. As expected, nothing new. Not a bad idea, but I'll need a name first. I don't think I need to look him up. I don't think I need to look her up. Yeah, this just confirms what Anderson told me. I don't need to look that up. That action doesn't seem productive. The window offers a view over a street that connects. I guess Anderson has a colleague. I don't see a small local greenhouse. A typical... I had a few questions.
By all means.
That's all I need.
Very well.
Looks purely decorative. There's a bottle of molding resin here. Might be useful. A bottle of molding resin. I can use this to cast different shapes. It might... I don't see how... That combination... I've looked there. Nice big lemon. Small miracle to see it grow to that size. Maybe later. I'm not that hungry. No, I'm not... Doesn't appear to be functional. There's not even a switcher. Doesn't appear to be... I don't see how those... Unmanned. Makes sense with no... Probably for opening the cells. I don't need to mess with that. Empty. Probably for opening the cells. Empty. A few more things.
Shoot.
What do you know about the murder in the museum?
Nothing but the talk of the town. That Maya's...
What's your opinion on Commissar?
For a chief of police, he's all right. He's actually fair.
How so? You think they're...
Abso-friggin-lutely. One little mistake, those guys start...
What do you think of Stina Root?
I have no idea who that...
Did you know Maya...
A bit. She approached me a few months back about refining edible plants. I helped her plant some quality fungi for it, in exchange for a cut of the harvest. Then she got herself killed, so...
That's a morbid way of looking at it.
I guess so. I'm sorry about what happened to her, but I still got...
I don't need to know him. Any idea of what this opened?
Not a clue.
What do you make of...
Not
might be worth a follow-up. Do you know who...
Damn. That's...
No. Okay.
Alrighty.
I had a...
By all means.
I don't want to share that with him. That's all...
Very well.
An old freight elevator of some kind.